This conference will now be
Yeah.
recorded.
Okay, this is the error you are getting, right? Okay.
Sir,
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
have a question.
Mhm.
Is this session is from the beginning or the middle?
What is that question?
This session is from the beginning that I start with you, or it's the middle that I came in the session?
This is the time we were starting, right? You don't have the timing of the classes?
No,
It's a 9 a.m. EST, right? Sorry, 9 p.m.
no.
Whatever maybe.
Okay,
You check the group chat in the WhatsApp where you are chatting. There it is mentioned 9 to 10 EST PM. So that's the time. That's it.
okay.
Okay. So let me share my screen and let's get started. Let me know, guys, if you're able to see my screen. Just confirm.
Yeah, I can
Yes.
see it.
Alright. So basically, this is the error. It's asking me. So this is the assignment which I given to you, right? So there are around 10 questions. Okay, any questions, just go through any questions you want me to try, or you can try out of your own and let me know by next week. Any specific questions? Shall I just go through this? Any questions you have, think like that you want me to discuss? I can do that. Hello?
Yeah, yeah. First, I will try Samir. If you I'm not able to, okay, I will
Okay,
check on Monday or
sure.
Tuesday. Yeah.
Right. So, but one thing I want to just discuss because I think I forgot that. That is
Mm-hmm.
called this one, 8 question. So let's discuss that. The write a query to find the top 5 orders with the highest sales in the furniture category. Okay. So it is saying that the top 5 orders for the furniture category, right? First of all, you need to see that. So let me go to my table first. So I say select star from my sales order. Okay. This is my table where I kept all the information. Okay. So here it is saying that give me the top 5 records. Okay. Give me the top 5 records. Leave it about this part. Okay. High sales will come into later. So first of all, top 5 orders in the furniture category. Okay. So first of all, if that is saying the furniture category, I should said put a query condition first, right? So what is the name of that column? Yeah, where category equals to furniture. That filter I need to put it first. So category equals to furniture. Let's do furniture. So this is the first condition I want to put it. Okay. So whatever the records I got around 2121 rows for this category equals to furniture. On top of that, I want only the top 5. Okay. So I say here top 5. Top 5. Right. So if I execute now, it will give me the first 5 records for that category furniture. Now here the point is this is clear, right? Up to here.
Please start. Tell me once again.
Where is the doubt, Nargis? Please tell me first.
Select top five from sales order, right?
Right.
Yeah, from here. Again,
Yeah,
tell
that
me
will
that,
give you the
please.
top 5 only, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not getting exactly what is the doubt here. Are you following the, just to say, just I'm not asking anything, just are you following the screen, what I'm trying to say here? Hello?
Hi, sir.
I'm saying whatever I'm just saying it in the screen, are you
Mm-hmm.
able to listen to that or are you following the same?
Yeah.
Okay.
No consent
So
choice.
this is what? Can you tell me what is this exactly right now?
Top five.
I'm not writing top five. I'm writing what right now?
Okay.
Can you please explain me this query, please? What exactly this is happening here?
I don't know.
Hmm. Okay. So it is just selecting all the records from the table where furniture equals to category. Sorry, category equals to furniture. That many records
Mm-hmm.
it is showing me.
Okay.
From there, I need the top five records. So I will put top five. That's it.
Okay.
Okay. Now here the main thing is saying that it is order with the highest sales. So here if you see this, let's go to the sales column here. So the sales is just like a, what do you call, some random orders are there here, right? But you need the highest sales here. On the first level, the highest sales will be there. So here the main one another clause will to come into picture that we can sort this column. Okay. So I just want to sort this column from highest to lowest. Okay. So that the highest sales will come in the first row, then following, then following, then following it will come up. So if you are planning to do a sort based on any column, then you will say order by sales. Okay. And if you not specify anything, right? So it will be by default, it will be the ascending order. Okay. And if you basically specify DESC, then you are explicitly defining that it will be the salary will be descending order. It will be from the highest to lowest. Okay. So it will be like this. Make sense now? So this was the expectation was there. Okay. This one. Make sense now?
Yes.
Okay. So that's it, I think. Other you can try it out. Okay. Save this file. Any other questions, guy Rajni and Bali? You tried it. Any other further question you want to discuss?
Yeah, can you tell me the last question, please? Actually, it's not getting it from me.
Okay. Order date is in this year and ship date is okay. What you write it here? Can you tell me? Select.
Start from sales order.
Uh-huh. Okay. Where?
Mm,
Hmm.
mm,
Order date, right? Order date is in the year two. Okay. Order
2020.
date.
So we don't have 2020 in this, right? So we can select
It's
current
fine.
year.
Any okay.
Yeah,
Any year we can take it. Yeah. That's
yeah,
fine.
20,
Okay.
2015.
So like greater than equals to, right? So let's
Mm-hmm.
take 2015 01 01
Mm.
and
12/31/2015.
right. So
Yeah,
it will be less than equals to 2015 12
but you asked in
31.
2020, right?
Order date is on 2020 and ship date is on
But
2021. Yeah, we'll take that. So
okay.
order not date, it is like this only. Okay, so this is the first condition. It will get it. Okay, then you can just put one more bracket here just for understanding,
Mm.
and you can put an end condition here again,
And
right?
sales, okay.
Just
Okay.
yeah, then
And
ship
ship
date.
date. And we have to do ship date right now.
Correct, correct. That's it.
Okay, okay, thank
Yeah. Okay, you can try that. Okay. So now today's topic we discussed about first.
Uh, Samir, before going to today's topic, I have a question with this query. As you
Mm-hmm,
have put that order date, like the query greater than or equal to, you have used, right? I
mm-hmm,
used order date between 2020 January and 31st January of
mm-hmm,
2020, and ship
mm-hmm,
date between two dates with and I have used.
mm-hmm.
Does it work, or I have to go with a greater than or equal to symbol?
Yeah, that's fine. Anything is fine.
Oh, okay. Between also works, right?
Anything is fine. So between is just a syntactical solution to the and greater than and less than. So in greater than and less than, right, you need to specify multiple times the column names. That is
Yeah.
the only difference. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas in the between, we just put it the column name once, then in between you can put the conditions. So that is syntactically small, and by look and feel it will be good. Else both are same. No
you.
problem.
Okay. Thank
Samir, can you run it and show us, please?
Which one?
The same
Oh, this
question.
one?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you can say instead of that, right? You can say order date between. You can put two conditions here. Okay. So 2015 01 and say 2015 12 31st. This is the condition. Instead of giving greater than and less than, right? So we are just giving this condition. This also will work the same way. Got it?
Oh, no, the ship date one actually, not this one.
Okay, this ship date. Okay.
Mhm.
This is okay. What is the problem here? And now I say ship date, right?
Mhm.
Okay, ship date between what is the date? Any take. Okay, let's take this same only. Okay, yeah, it's fine, right?
Okay.
So this is my first condition, and this is my second condition. And you can take any year. You can take 2016 also if you want. That's fine. Year doesn't matter here. Just to put it how to put the condition. Alright?
Yeah, thank
Yeah. So in between this one, you can put instead of the between, you can put the greater than equals to and less than equals to also. Same, which I showed you just earlier. Okay?
you. Yeah, Samir, thank you.
you. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now let's discuss about today's first topic. Okay. So null. How to handle null. So null in a database is like a very special meaning. Okay. And to handle the nulls, you face so many things on the nulls in your database. Okay. So null is something like if somebody asks you that what is null. Okay. So the definition would be it is neither zero, mhm, okay, or blank. It is not zero or not blank. It is anonymous. Anonymous in the sense we don't know actually what exactly it is. Okay, we don't know. Okay, so blank means it is a space, or you know that there's a blank. But somehow, let's take one employee joined in a company. He put it his name, surname, designation, everything. Okay, somehow, he didn't fill out the address or phone number. Okay, so that we don't know right now. That is a null for me. Okay. It is neither a blank or neither a zero. Okay. So this is the main thing we need to understand about the null. Okay. So in my current table, right, if I go to my select star from my sales order, I don't have any nulls right now. So let make it some nulls here. Okay. So I don't have any nulls. Okay. Neither any of the column I have. So I will make couple of columns nulls for the city just to showcase that what how to handle the nulls. Okay. So now I'll just run some update statement. So I want to make, let's take this order ID and this order ID, two order ID. For this two order ID, I want to make the city equals to null. Is it how to do that? If I write this update statement, because we'll discuss the update. How to write? Can you tell me, please? For any of the order, you took any of the order ID. For that order ID, I want to update the city as null.
Okay. Update order ID equal to, we have to write order name and where city is equal
So
to null.
no, we want to make other way. You are saying we need to update city equals to null where order ID equals to this, right?
Yes.
So yeah. So update table name, then set city equals to null where. If I execute now, every city will be null only. Okay. But we want to make sure that where order ID equals to, let me check some order ID I'll take. Okay. Order ID equals to this. First I will update this and let update this. 3 rows affected. Okay, that's fine. So 3 rows we have now null now. Okay, now if I update now the select start from my sales order where order ID equals to this. So I should get some nulls here, right? So basically this is the one. So for that the city is null. Now my question is I want to see where I want to see the records where city is equals to null. Okay. Instead of I'm putting the order ID, I will say where city equals to null. What your query would be? Just say that I want to see where the city equals to null because I updated now. So if I want to execute or if I want to see the records where city equals to null, what would be my query? Go ahead.
You only said the answer, na Samir. The answer is there in the question.
Yeah, city equals to null. Yeah. Okay. All right. Good. Let's see. So it will prompt you to do like this, where city equals to null, right? This is you are saying.
Yeah.
Is this you are saying? Okay.
Yes.
Everybody on the same page? Everybody is saying same thing?
Yeah, yes.
Or
Yeah.
okay, okay. Let's execute this. No records. Right? But there is a record. If you go with the order ID for the specific order ID, my city is null actually. 3 records are there. But when I'm executing with city equals to null, I'm getting 0 results. Okay. So here the point to remember is that null cannot be compared. Okay. Nulls cannot be compared. So here comparing city equals to null here. We are comparing this. So this comparison will never possible. So null, that's what I'm saying. Null is anonymous. We don't know. Okay. And null cannot be compared with even the null. Null cannot be compared with a value. Null cannot be compared with anything. Okay. So in this case, to handle the nulls, right? In database, specifically I'm talking about the SQL Server, instead of putting equals to, we have a dedicated things is like city, we need to put is null, okay, or something like that. City is null. So this is the meaning of city. Now we are saying that give me the city where it is null rather than comparing that. Okay. Now if I execute this, we will get 3 records. Okay. All right.
Yeah, Samir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the trick. Okay. Always whenever you are comparing the null, put is keyword. City is null. Okay, and null cannot be compared. This is the only thing we need to remember always in case of the null. Okay, there is nothing much apart from this. Okay, now next we'll discuss about distinct keyword here. What is distinct keyword? Distinct keyword is just like not duplicates. So if you have a duplicates data on a column, it will just remove that and it will give you the distinct value out of that. So let's see, select, I'm just selecting order, ORDER, order space ID, this one. Let's take, I want to fetch the select order ID from my sales order. Okay, so if I execute this now, so I'm getting around 9994 records. Okay, but actually if you see this, the orders are repeating. Okay, because there could be a chance that the customer can do multiple orders, right? So based on that it is duplicating. But what about the actual orders for me? So these orders are repeating, right? These orders are repeating. If you see the 15812, this is also repeating. All things are repeating here. Okay, so it is basically 994. But actually how many orders if I talk? So that time I can put a distinct keyword before your column name. So I say distinct. Okay, then if I execute now, it will give me 5009 rows. So this is the actual number of order available on my table. Okay, so this is about your distinct. So whenever you put a distinct before to that, it will just remove the duplicates and it will give the value. It is same like this one. If you take in a Excel sheet, right, and take the order ID here. Okay, so Control C and copy this and take it to a new sheet here. Suppose, okay, and from this selection, let me check here. There is an option, right? I think this one. Yeah. So here there is an option. If you select this and you are saying that remove duplicates data, click on the remove duplicates and on the column A. So it will just remove something. So how many uniques are there? It is finding 4985 are the duplicates and whatever the 5009 are the unique value remains. The same we got it in our database also 5009. Okay, clear?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Now next we'll discuss about aggregation, which is just be attentive to this. It is quite important. Okay, very important to understand this. So we have some aggregation function here. Okay, so aggregation function. What is my aggregation? We'll see that. So what my requirement now is that select star from my sales order. Okay. So basically how many rows I have? 9994 rows. What my requirement now is that I would just want to print the number of rows available on my table. Okay. So it is just showing there, but I just want to print that. So for that, we have some aggregation function. The first function, which part of the aggregation is called count function. Okay. So count will take a parameter, which is the expression. If I say count star from my sales order, and if I execute this, it will give me the number of orders as 9994, which is nothing but my number of rows available on my table. Okay. Tomorrow, next class, I will discuss in detail about the count again. So always there is a confusion and there is a interview questions. Okay, they will just trick you in one scenario. I'll discuss that tomorrow. But this is the count. Inside that, if you're giving the star, and it will give me this one. Okay. Now there is a one thing which I want to use it. So count, inside that you can put star. Star means all characters. Okay. But if you remember, in the city column, we have three nulls, right? Okay. Now, if I put, instead of the count star, if I say order ID, how many records I should get it here? Hmm?
Minus of 3, I mean, minus of null thing.
No. Why? Null will consider, right? There is
I think
nothing, no
all
point.
same,
Yeah, it
same.
will come
Yeah, all
all in.
records. Same, the count of records only, 9994 here.
Okay.
But if before to the this one, if I put distinct, then
5,000 change something.
5009. Yeah, 5009, whatever. So it is just giving. Hmm, well, it is okay. I got it. Okay, I'll explain this. Okay, it should not be 5009 because the aggregation level is different here. Okay, leave it this because this is a different topic only. Okay, now, but if I say count of city, okay, so count of order ID got 9994. If I say count of city, ideally how much should come? Because each order have the city, right? Do you think it will be 9994 or something else?
Minus of that four nulls are there, right? I think.
Let's see. It is 9911. So just remember always the count function for a particular column will not consider the null into picture. It will never count. Okay. If that column is having a null, then it will just omit it in the count. Got it? Got it, guys? Or anything else? Got this point right? Or no? Okay. Okay. Now let's execute again. I just want to see that if you see this execution, right, count of star, there is a no column name is coming. This heading of this column is nothing. There is nothing because this column is never present on my table. So this is just a calculated column which you are doing it. For that there is no heading for that. So whenever you are doing a calculated column or which is not present in your table, and when you're executing that, just alias with a name. So how to alias is this one? So count star you want to alias it. So you can do two ways. Give a space and uh, you can say number of records. So this is the heading I'm putting it for this guy. Okay. So this is the heading will come up. Or you can put edge also. This edge keyword is not compulsory. It's in the count of star edge number of records. This is the heading we are putting. Okay. All right. Good. Now again, I will say another aggregate function here. So another aggregator will be the sum. I say sum of sales as my total sales or total underscore sales. Right? If I execute now, so if I execute now, it will give me the total sales from the model, whatever the data I have in my aggregation. Okay, this is sum. Next, I have another function called max. It's a max of sales. Okay, so as max underscore sales. So like that, I have another function called min underscore sales. Alright. So this is the number of records on my table. This is my total sales. This is my maximum sales, and this is my minimum sales. Okay. So like that, I say another function I have called average of profit. Let's take an example. Okay, abg underscore profit. So these are the aggregation functions which you have. You can use it. Okay. Now the point is, any questions on this one?
No, Sumit.
Okay. So now the question is, this is overall number of records, number of total sales, maximum sales, minimum sales, and the average of profit, anything. Now my question is simple. I want this all the records, right, by region. For each region, I want to see how many number of records I have, how much the total sales, and how much the max sales, and how does the minimum sales, and what is the average profit here. Okay, so for that, I need to put my select in the select statement itself. I need to put first of all the region, because I want to categorized based on my regions, right? Region, then count, then sum, then max, then mean, then average. But if I execute now this, okay, it will throw an error. So the error is something like, it is saying that the column, the region is invalid in the select list because it is not contained in either an aggregate function or the group by clause. So this is the introductions to your another clause in your statement, which is nothing but your group by. Okay. So whenever you are using like this, so these are all aggregate function, and this is a non-aggregated column, right? So whenever this combination in come into picture, then you need to enter another statement always, that will be your group by. Group by what? This column. Okay, so this is the syntax we need to follow. Now if you execute this, it will give you the distinct, each and every distinct region here, and for the each region it will give you the number of records, their total sales, their mix sales, their mean sales, and their average profit, right? So each region, now there are 4 rows are coming, and each row is aggregated at the region level here. Make sense? Any question? Just this is very important, okay? Because on top of that only everything will work out. If you understand this, when it is going to little bit complex the queries, right? You should have a clear understanding of this, what exactly happening, everything you should understand here. Got it?
What if you want to select 2 columns?
Yeah. So I'll come to that. So now let's take, suppose you want to select for the each region, and and on the each region for the different categories also I need that. So if I say region and category, right? So if that is the case, if I execute now, it will throw an error again. Okay. Why the error would be here? Because when there are the thumb rule, just take a thumb rule here. So whatever the non-aggregated column is on the select, those many columns will be still present, you need to present on the group by. If you are using the non-aggregated column with aggregates, if there is a aggregation happening along with your non-aggregated column, then for that column also needs to be present. Now if I run it now, it will give the same error which was earlier. Now it is saying that the category is invalid because it is not there on my group by. So I need to take this and put a comma, then this one. Okay, then it will work out. Then this is definition. See, now how many rows we got? 12 rows for the each region. See how many rows for the east office supplies is one row, east furniture one row, east technology one row. So each category have one row each for the each region. Okay, and for that the number of records, the total sales, max sales, min sales, and average profit. Okay.
Samir, if we want only particular region, what we have to
Mhm. Particular region in the sense
I want all the category in all the categories. I want only in the east one.
east one. Okay. So that is the next topic which I am planning to discuss now. So here the point is, so from this I just want only the region only region equals to east. So I can before after the from I can say where region equals to east. That's it. Right now if I execute this, it will give me the only the data for the east.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah. So this is the one. That's it. Now here we need to understand couple of steps. Okay. Now I will just put one more after this. So I say we discuss about this all statement now. Order by also we done it. So I say order by my total sales descending order. Okay. Just I want to put descending order of the total sales. That's it. Just execute this. So the first it will come the highest sales on this one. Now here very important. First of all, when you are writing your select statement, right? So select will come first when you are writing it, okay? Execution wise, it is different. I'll let you know. When you are writing any SQL statement, it will start with the select, then the column projection, whether it is a non-aggregated column or it is aggregated column, doesn't matter, but it should the column. Then the from clause will come up with the table name, and after that where condition if anything is there, after that group by, after that order by. Okay, we can't write like this. If I take this order id, this order by clause, and put it before group by, it will not work. It will throw an error because the order by, if there is order by, it should comes after the group by, and all are not compulsory, but if everything is there, we need to follow a sequence when you are writing your SQL. Got it? First point is clear, everybody?
Yeah,
First
yes.
point is clear, the how you are writing. Now comes to the question is, if you have a everything, so we have a select, we have a from, we have a where, we have a group by, we have a order by. Okay. So what is the order of the execution? Which will run first and which will run last? I'll let you know. But if I ask you right now on this stand, what do you think? out of this, which will run first, then after that what? Just I need a thought from your end, like how the statement will run here, the order of the execution, how it will be done. Can you tell me, please? It's not right or wrong. I'm just asking you that what you're understanding here, that which one will run first and which one will next.
I think group by will run first.
Then
Mm, no. First from sales the, table name, then group by.
mhm.
So
Okay, what
what
about
I
others,
think,
guys? Please tell me.
what I think is first it will take the where condition, then
Mm-hmm.
group by, then it
Mm-hmm.
orders the records.
Okay. Okay. So let me tell you how things will work. The order of the execution always start from clause. Okay. This is the first, always. It will take overall table. Then if there is any where condition, it will be the second. Okay. If there is in a group by, it will be the third one. Okay. Then it will go to the select, the fourth. Then finally the order by, the fifth. This is the order of the execution. Okay. So it will take all the tables, all the column from the table. It is just like from the table. And then on top of that, it will apply a filter where region equals to is. Whatever the record is got it. Based on that, it will group by region and category. Then it will just fetch whatever the column you have from here. And finally, it will do a order by. Okay. To prove that, I say that this is first and this is second. Right? Region equals to east. Okay. To prove that this is second and this is after where and after group by, then the select is running. To prove that, so we have just see that like sum of sales, we have given alias called total sales, right? Is there any column in my table which is called the total sales? In my table, is there any column? We don't have, right?
Yes.
Hello? Yeah, we
Yeah,
don't
we
have,
don't
right?
have. Yes.
We don't have. If you don't have, if I use this column alias in my, let's take, yeah, somewhere here, instead of the region, I'm just putting comment here. I say where total sales, I say, so the total sales equals to 100 or greater than 1000. This will not work out. Its underline is coming like red because this, when this where is executing, this is the second, right? The second execution for this. So when it is going to the from clause and after that the where executing, that time there is no such column in the query, or rather it is not there in the table which is called the total sales. That's why it is throwing error. But when he executed this select statement, okay, then I'm using the last statement which is called the order by. See, in the order by, I'm saying the total sales descending. I can refer now because by the time the order by started, that time this all select statement got executed, and in the query I have a column called total sales, not in the table but in the query. Make sense? Any doubt?
Can you just repeat that, Samir?
Sure. Yeah, definitely. This is a very important topic. And to make sure that everybody understands this. See, in the order by, I have refer which column?
Total sales.
Total sales. What is total sales? Is nothing but the sum of sales only. Okay. And there is no such column in the table itself. In the sales order table, I don't have any column called total sales. It's just a calculation on the fly, right? On the fly, we are calculating this. Correct?
Yes.
Now, I have referred this total sales as a column in my order by clause, and it is working fine. But I can't use this column in my where clause because the order of the execution matters here. So when it is started from this, right, from the table,
Mm-hmm.
and where, next condition will be the where. When it executing the where, this part is not yet executed, correct? This part is not yet executed, and we don't have a column called total sales by the time the where is starting.
Yeah.
Make sense now?
Yeah. Got it.
Yeah. After that, when it's come to the after the group by, then it going to select. Then after execution of the select, we have a column called total sales that I can refer into the order by because after the select, the order by is executed. Make sense now?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So always remember this order of this should be printed on your mind. Okay. So how things are working. First is from your table name from the sales order. Then if there is any condition where condition, then there will be any group by, then the select statement, then the order by. This is the order of the execution of the select. And the writing will always select from where, group by, order by. This is the order of writing. The order of execution is different. It will start from, then where, then group by, then select, then order by. Okay? Any questions? Because this needs to be very much clear. Got it?
Yeah.
Makes sense. Okay. I am giving another example here. This is very much important, I'm saying. Okay. Just make sure and you just go through the video once, twice, and to understand everything. And if you know before, which is good. So now I'm saying another example I'm taking. So I'm saying subcategory. What is the column name of the subcategory? Just let me say. Sales order. Do you know the name? Sub hyphen category. Select subcategory. Okay, this one. Select subcategory from my order. Okay. So now what I need? Subcategory and I need my sum of sales here as total underscore sales. Since I'm using an aggregate function here, I should group by, right? As you know that now. So group by which column you need to put here?
Subcategory.
Subcategory
Correct.
sale.
Yeah, yeah, correct. Subcategory because that is the non-aggregated column. Absolutely. Okay. Now I say that order by my total sales descending. Okay. This is a very simple example I'm doing. Alright. So now this is the data which you are getting. For the each subcategory, what is the sales we are getting it? And we are getting how many? Almost around 17. Okay. Now the question is that I want the total sales for the subcategory, right? The sales for the total sales for the each subcategory greater than, let's take somewhere around 10,000, 10 or 100,000 something. Okay, 100,000, whichever is greater than that, that subcategory I need it. So this will not satisfy this all records. Okay, so from the furnishing to this record will not satisfy because these are the only records which is greater than your 100,000s to total sales. Okay, so here what we will do here, so total sales is what exactly is the sum of sales only, right? Hmm?
Now you want only top categories now?
Yeah, so wherever the total sales is greater than 100,000,
So
whichever is total sales is greater than 100,000, how we will do it?
do we have to use a where condition now?
Yeah, so we know only one condition right now, that is where we can put the filter, right? That's the only thing we know. So let's try that. Okay, say where sum of sales. Can I refer total sales column here in the where clause?
No.
No. Why no?
Because we don't have that in our table, right?
Right, because this is the order, again order. So this is first order of the execution first, then it will go to the where clause. So by the time where is running, I don't have this column at least. Okay, good. So now say sum of sales greater than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this is my condition. Now try to execute this. What do you think? It will come up? The expected results, what we are expecting?
Yeah.
Okay, run it. What is the error here? Just see. Go through this error. Errors are very important, I'm saying. If you don't find error on your query, then you are not practicing well. Okay. So make sure that you got some error. From that error, you need to fix. What is saying that? An aggregate, first line is very important. An aggregate may not appear in the where clause. This is the one you need to do it. And last line is that it should have a having clause. This two statement you need to remember always. So where conditions, right? It is always the filter at row level. Okay, it can't filter at aggregate level. So I can't put the sum of sales greater than that. Okay, I can put it like that. I can say region equals to east. Okay, I can say sales greater than 10,000. Here you can say, you can put like this. It's fine. Where sales greater than 2,000, 10,000, you can put. These are non-aggregated things because it will go each and every row of the table and it will find out sales wherever the sales is greater than 10,000 or 100,000. This will work out. Okay, but if you overall, if you aggregate it, like sum the sales you done it, and if you want to put to the condition inside the where clause, then it will not work out. So just remember that where is always filter at row level. Each row it will just execute. First point is clear, or you want me to explain here again? I'll do it because this is very much important. I'm saying.
Yeah. Yes, Samir. It's clear.
All are clear? All are on the same page?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sir.
So correct. Now, but now we want this, like we want the sum of sales to be filtered here. So now whatever we are getting here, from that I just want the sum of sales to be need to be filtered. That time another filter condition which will work, which will filter on aggregate level. Okay, and it will be after your group by. So after the group by, I can say another clause called having. Here I can say having sum of sales greater than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So whatever the maybe. Now this will work out. So what will happen is it will just group by, and on the group, this is my group, right? on the group sum of sales is greater than 100,000. So this time the having clause will work into picture. So now if I execute now, I will get only the 10 records. Okay, so if you not execute this, so this is the 10 records. Make sense? All right.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So now I'm putting everything one into picture. Then we will see the order. Okay, I'm putting where condition also. I say where profit greater than 0. Okay, so here what is happening? Just see that. So it is taking all the table, all the column. How many columns I have? How many rows I have? Sorry, 9994, right? On my sales order table. So this will be executed first. So it will take overall 9994 rows. On top of that, it will just take a filter on each and every row. It will be like for each 9994 rows, one by one, one by one, it will execute and check that where the profit is greater than 0 for each and every row. Okay, make sense now? So let's discuss this in detail. So I'll just simplify again. So what exactly the first one would be? It will say select subcategory. I'm just not talking the sum of sales now. So I'm saying select subcategory from the sales order. Okay, where profit greater than 0. This is the first order, right? So it is taking the first 9994 records. Then on top of that, it is greater than profit. So how many rows I got it? Around somewhere 8058 rows. Okay, got it? So it will take first as 9994 rows, 99994 rows, and on each row, when it is giving profit greater than 0, then it is getting around 18058 rows by executing row wise. Okay, any questions up to now?
I'm good, Samir.
Okay, now after that, this is my second execution, right? Then it will come to the third one. This is the group by. Here what will happen? Whatever the 8058 rows is there, right? It will group by the subcategory. So if group by subcategory is just like a distinct subcategory, right? If there is a duplication is there, then it will just make it this one. So let's see that. Okay, that's also come into picture. Where profit greater than 0, how many rows? 8058, right? So is there any repetition? Might be there is some repetition also will be there here. So now what will happen if you say group by my subcategory? It means that it is just this meaning is what? It is just like your distinct subcategory. You saw one distinct keyword, right? Distinct subcategory, it will just remove the duplicates and it will give you the subcategory. The same it will do here. See how many rows I got it? 17 rows, right? Because that is a duplicate. So all these 8058 is just duplicate. It will give you the distinct subcategory out of that. Make sense? Up to here it is clear?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So it will give you distinct subcategory. In this case, for of and output is 17 rows. Okay. Now on top of that, the fourth execution will work into picture. So by the time the sum of sales, so each subcategory have a sales, right? So let do the sales also here. So can execute the sales. This is my column, right? So I need to do the, okay, let's try that. So if you see this, now it is again repeating, right? So it is taking the sum of sales now, the sum of sales here. Okay. So it is means that for the each accessories, right, how many rows it is come, it will just sum this, that figure. Okay. For the accessory it will sum up, for the furniture it will sum up, for the everything it will sum up. And it will check where the sum of sales is greater than 10,000 or 100,000. Okay. Make sense now? This is nice. This is clear, right? Oh no, an issue.
So in
Go ahead.
group by whatever
hmm
categories we select in the select section, right? For the first line of the query,
It,
the select
it is not
subcategory.
yet. It is not yet went to the select. Leave it about the select. We
No,
are into the first. We are talking
my
about the first. Everything.
yeah, no. My question is,
Hmm.
whatever we are selecting, that we have to introduce in the group by class also, or
Yes.
one
Yeah. Yeah.
what in the select we
I'm
have
not.
to use in group by.
Yeah. Whatever you have select here, you need to use in the group by. Yes, that's correct.
Oh, okay.
Now after that, this fourth execution will work out, and whichever the sum of sales is greater than 100,000, then whatever the records we got it, from there it will just execute the subcategory and the sum of sales. So this is my, sorry, so this is my fifth execution, fifth, and finally this will be my sixth execution. So this is the way the your order of the execution works. Okay, got it? And if you have to understand this in a simpler way, right? If you want to understand, let me take you to the Excel. Okay, and what I will do now is that delete this table, and what I will do now, you know the pivot tables, right? In Excel, everybody know, or anybody don't know?
No, I don't know.
Okay, so it is just like a the table. So on top of this data, whatever the data we uploaded into the database, just click on the insert, and there is a pivot table here. Okay, so in the new worksheet, so here there are multiple sections are there: rows, values, filters, and columns. Okay, so here whatever you are doing it here, you are doing subcategory and the sum of sales, right? Here you are doing it. So it is something like this. We are putting my subcategory into the rows. Okay, then I'm saying the sales is putting into the my values. What exactly it is showing up? This is nothing but a group by here. So if I ask you, the Excel features of the group by is similar to the pivot table only, whatever you are doing it here. So if for the X series, it is giving me the sum of sales here. Okay. So if I don't know, it's fine, but you should like you can practice in this way, because sometimes the features which you are seeing on the SQL, right, it is quite easy to understand sometimes in Excel, because there is a drag and drop features and you can understand in a better way. Okay, it's fine. Okay, now, so you are good, right, on this
I have,
question?
yeah.
Good.
In real time, are we going to use the, like a Excel sheet data?
Excel, in the sense day-to-day life, See, Excel will be helpful to your analyze the data sometimes, not sometime, every time. Suppose let's take you on your database, you
Mhm.
create a Power BI report. Let's take an example, okay? And you build some report, and user is complaining that there is some data issue is happening somehow, okay? So it is good that you export the data into the Excel, okay?
Mhm.
And you can start analyzing here what exactly happening, where is the problem, instead of writing all these things, right? Sometimes it is quite easy to do in Excel. It is
Yeah.
quite easy. So that's why you should know basics of the Excel, like how to create the pivot tables, how to compare. I'll let you know how to VLOOKUP and all these things. Sometimes it is really required, okay? And it is must. It's not like that Excel will be, no, I say that I'll not use my Excel. No, Excel will be used. Once in a while you need to use the Excel. Okay,
That's- yeah.
yeah. Hmm. Okay. So now I think we are good with the group by and having. Any questions up to now on the group by and having? It should be clear on your mind, okay? Where to use where to use having, and if you are using the group by, what will be my select, and order by, order of the execution, everything you should print on your mind so that it will be easy to write the queries. Okay, if it is more complex, sometimes what happen is the complex query sometimes is like we don't know the order and what you are writing. That's why we got confused actually. Otherwise, if you slowly writing the complex things, right, it will be easy actually. Okay, so I'm just giving one more example to you, and I want your presence on this. So this is the one, okay? So let's take this example. I want you to do that. So I say group by, not saying anything here. Group by my subcategory, okay? And after that, I'm saying having max. Just see that, okay? Order date. Something is there. And is there any order date column you have in my table? We have, right?
Yeah,
We
we
have.
have. Yeah, we have.
What is the column name for that? Order date. Okay. Order date. Why I'm not getting order? Yeah, I got it. Order date. So I'm saying that max of order date. Okay. Greater than 2020 0101. Okay. So this
Oh,
is an example which I'm planning to put. But let's take in a small set of data and try to understand this query. This is the only query which I understand. Not overall.
we,
I'm just giving a data here. Okay, to you.
we don't
So
have 2020 date.
I know. I'm just giving
Oh,
an
okay.
example here. Yeah. So the subcategory is chairs. Okay. Then the date is 2019 01 hyphen 01. Then the sales is 100. These are the records I have. Okay. Another one, I have the chairs, and the date is 2019 10 10. Then I have 200. Okay. Then I have my bookcases. Bookcases I have data, let's say 2019 01 01. Then I have 300 here. Then another record I have bookcases, let's check 2020 2020 10 hyphen 10. Okay. Then I have 400. So just think of this query based on this data only. Okay. And answer me, if I execute this, what will be my output and what will be my this is a subcategories. Okay, this is a subcategories, this is the date, and this is the sales. What will be my output if I run this query against these 4 rows only? Just see and tell me. Take your time. This is the last one for this for today. What you think here? I have on my table only this 4 rows only. Let's take this is the 4 rows, just compare it. And I have subcategories, the date or the date and the sales. And I am executing this query. What will be my output? Hello? You guys are there?
Yeah, yes, Samir. I think um, it's a bookcase only, the last
Okay,
one.
the last one. Okay, because this is the condition which is satisfying the order. So order date wherever the it is greater than 2020 January. So this is the only thing it is satisfying. That's correct. But the question is, if I say the sum of sales, it will give me bookcases 400 or bookcases 700. That's the question.
Some of the-
Specifying the date means it will give you 400 only, right?
Yeah, that's I don't know. I'm just asking.
I think it's just 400 because the condition is not satisfying, right? The remaining things.
Yeah.
Okay. So here, how the data would be? So when it is taking the from sales order, it will take all the 4 rows, right?
Hmm.
Execution will start from here. Then it will group by the subcategory, correct? So how many things will come up? One
So it
chairs and
bookcases.
one bookcases. Okay. So for that, what will be the my corresponding order and this date would be? Then the condition is saying that having max order date greater than 2001 is saying that. So is this a condition is satisfying? No. This condition is not satisfying. This
No.
condition is not satisfying. So this is the only condition it is satisfying. Correct?
Yes.
So that case, this will be goes out and this will come up for the date, right?
Yes.
Yeah. But just think. Now the sales, what will happen? This will be 400 or it will be sum this and it will give you 700.
I think it's a 400.
Sure?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
me too.
So no, it's a wrong answer. The 400 it will be never. It will be a sum because already we are doing a max here. So max is just a group by. Okay, group by whenever it is doing it, it will not take on a based on the group by, no. It is just like um, how I can explain you that whenever it is doing, just let me take an example here. Okay. So try to explain you. This is very important. Okay. So this is the confusion always people have actually. Okay. So let's do that on the below. So now instead of after the sum of sales, right, I can just put a max of my order date here. Okay, just for a sec. What is the thing? Yeah, this one. Let's take this in the select statement now. Okay. Now I'm not doing, I'm just commenting this in the having clause. Okay. Now if I execute this group by subcategory, so think like that. Okay. So this is actual, this is the data we are talking about. This is the real, not output. I'm not expecting, but I'm talking about these 4 columns. So if I execute this, what will be my output here? One second, guys. Yeah, sorry for that. And yeah, so whenever this is executed, right? So it will say my chairs. Let's better. Okay, you do one thing. I will explain you this in detail on the next class. So do one thing. Take these 4 rows into a table. Okay. Can you do that? Like create a table with subcategories, the date, and the sales, and just enter these 4 rows and try to execute this. What you are getting? Can you do that on your own? Hello.
Yeah, can do that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Just do that. This 4 columns, make it into a table and try to execute this statement. Select subcategory sum of sales, group by category, and makes order date equals this much. And you see that what is the output you are getting. Okay. Then I will explain you that why the bookcases will come 700. Okay. Is that fine?
Okay. Can you send us the question as a question to the assignment for us, please?
Yeah, I'll give a couple of assignments and I'll add this to the
Okay.
one assignment. Okay.
Okay.
There are multiple assignments today. So maybe tomorrow you can not able to finish it up, but make sure that on the next week, the first assignment and the assignment which I'm planning to send it today, you need to finish it up. Okay.
Okay.
Because this concept is very important and there are so many assignments will be there for this. Okay. All
Okay,
right.
sir.
Yeah. Okay. So I
Okay.
think
Thank you.
I'm done for today.